Before starting your install, you'll need to make sure you have the right tools for the job. You'll need to have a good selection of flat-headed and Phillips screwdrivers, a spirit level, a nylon-headed hammer, and a good quality electric drill with a range of drill bits. It's worth having a selection of packers handy for keeping the shutter steady while you're attaching it into the recess or onto the window frame. Filler and decorator's cork are also a good idea to make the fit as tidy as possible for the customer. After unpacking your boxes, you will need to assemble the frame. For most shutters, these will consist of 3 or 4 sides. Today we're going to be installing a double F insert frame, which is perfect for our integrated room darkening blinds. Remove any cover strips that may come with the frame. You'll need these later, so keep them to one side, but be careful as they can be quite fragile. Attach the sides of the frame using the Hoffman keys provided. If they are stiff, you may need to use a nylon-headed hammer. If you have a particularly deep frame or are using build-outs, then you may need additional fixings such as screws or glue to provide extra stability. Once you have the sides of the frame sorted, attach any T-posts that you may have with the order. There will be pre-drilled holes on the frame and posts to make this as easy as possible. If you're not able to fit the whole frame, then you will need to put it together in situ. This is necessary if you are using a side fix frame, and you'll need to make sure that the frame sections are both level and plumb. Once you've put the frame together, you'll need to lift it into place and check it fits correctly. The best way of fitting shutters is to use a couple of screws as temporary fixings to keep the frame in place while you fit the panels. You'll need to think during the survey about how easy it will be to attach to the fixing surface. When the frame is placed, you'll need to ensure the horizontal is level, as the movement of the shutters can be affected if it's off. You can use packers to make sure the frame is level. With the double insert F frame we are using today, we're also going to be attaching a room darkening blind. This is an extra, so it isn't part of a standard install, but if required, should be fitted before the panels are added to the frame. It slots into place in the back of the channel of the frame using the clips provided to keep it in place. Using the panels helps square up the frame, meaning you can make adjustments as you go along. It is better to carry out the installation only once, rather than having to repeat stages because the panels or the frame don't line up. Attach the panels to the frame using the hinge pins provided. If particularly stiff, simply loosen the hinge screws, insert the pin, and then re-tighten the screws. Close the panels to make sure they line up correctly. If you've got the room darkening blind attached, then you can close this to provide extra contrast between the panels and the frame. If you need to amend the heights slightly to square up the panels, just loosen the hinges and move them up and down as required. When the panel gaps are even and the top is level, the locking screw can be applied to the hinges, and the rest of the frame can be screwed into place using the pre-drilled holes provided. Today we know that the plastering here is secure, so we can screw into it directly. But when surveying, you will need to have a thought about how you are going to secure. If you're attaching the shutter to masonry, you'll need some good quality raw plugs to screw into, so make sure you have a good supply before you start drilling. Once you're happy with the way the shutters are seated, you can put the cover strips back in place within the frame. It is always important to leave it looking nice, so use filler and cork as required to leave a suitable finish for the customer. For larger gaps, battens can be ordered and then cut to shape.